once again to the Mike and Mike Show, as always sponsored by WagerPro.com, the #1 sports betting app in the industry. I'm happy to be back, Mike. I was on assignment Monday. As everybody knows, Mike did the show on his own. I was on assignment in Atlantic City because the Monday night game, as Mike told everyone, hopefully more and more people are going to get the hint here and start making the call and take advantage of the opportunities we're giving to everybody for free. A Monday night, 49ers, biggest Monday night game in over 15 years. 49ers at home, absolute blowout winner, 31-3. We are going to be doing that again tonight. Our insider move of the week in the NFL, Patriots, Giants, Thursday night football, 800-918-3272. Call the number. You get this winner absolutely free. You start your NFL week off on the positive by getting into the plus side of things. We have multiple things happening throughout the week. We're going to get into a few games right now that Mike and I have been talking about off air. First game that we're going to dive into is on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Browns, Seahawks. The line in this game right now, Seahawks 2 on the road to the Browns, total 47. The Browns are coming off just a super disappointing performance on Monday night. We were against them, San Francisco blowing them out. Mike had that as his game of the decade on Monday night. Anyone who called 800-918-3272 got that blowout winner for free. I don't know what to think of this Browns team right now heading into this game against the Seahawks. The offensive line for the Browns, in my opinion, is pathetic. He's a one-read quarterback as it is, Baker Mayfield. Without a line protecting him on a regular basis, giving him a clean pocket, he's going to struggle at times. That's why he's looked fantastic, and he's looked terrible at times. This Seahawks team, Russell Wilson just continues to prove how elite of a quarterback this guy is. Jadeveon Clowney on the other side of the ball is playing like a man on a mission. He's having one of the best seasons he's had so far. I just can't see the Browns being ready after a humiliating game. Short week for them. I like the Seahawks in the game -2. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, and that game's at 1 o'clock Eastern time, Seattle and Cleveland. That is game 255, 256 on your rotation. And, I tend to agree with you on that. And before I get into my analysis of that matchup, don't forget tonight, the Thursday night insider move of the week. You have the Giants heading into Foxborough to take on the undefeated Patriots. Right now, the Patriots favored by 16.5. The over-under is 41. You call 1-800-918-3272. And as we do every week, you're going to get that information absolutely free. And for all of you that watched on Monday, that was information that I hadn't seen in over 15 years in the industry. And San Francisco jumped out to a quick start, 14-0. The game was essentially over. They couldn't get anything going on either side of the ball. And that's going to be a memorable one for us here. And for the players out there that took advantage, the 49ers completely dominating from start to finish, 31-3, guys. They were only a 5-point favorite at home. They win by 28 points. So tonight, Thursday Night Football. We've owned Thursday Night Football. When Mike and I agree on an insider move, cash your ticket. Giants and Patriots tonight. Give us a call. It's absolutely free. 1-800-918-3272. Seattle 4-1 in a very tough NFC West. We already spoke about the 49ers being undefeated now after the Monday night win. And Cleveland now having to come back home on short rest after a humiliating defeat on the road. Cleveland's 0-3 in their last 3 at home. They've only beaten the Jets and the Ravens, and I know the Ravens are a good team, but they haven't played well as of late, so I'm not too impressed with the way Cleveland's been playing. Baker Mayfield looks lost. He's not getting the ball to Odell Beckham. The offensive line is not giving him any time or any protection. And, an interesting stat for you here, because a lot of people look at Seattle and think that they're a dominant home team. They're actually 7-1 against the spread their last 8 games on the road. And they're -2. So I tend to agree with you here. I go with the team that has the hot hand. I go with Russell Wilson, who right now is a top 3 MVP player for me right now. He does everything for this team. And I like Seattle -2 there at 1 o'clock Eastern time on Monday, Mike.
Yep, it's going to be a good one. Second game that we're going to get into now is also at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Chiefs at home, -4 over the Texans, total 55 in the game. Chiefs, very, very rare home loss Sunday night to the Colts. Another winner we shared with you for absolutely free. Got a big underdog on Sunday night, +10.5, the Colts. If you called 800-918-3272, you did receive the Colts as a 10.5-point underdog. They ended up winning the game outright, played a tremendous game. Same scenario happening for tonight, guys. The insider move of the week in the NFL. Patriots, Giants, 800-918-3272. Jumpstart your week with a definite winner. Let's make money throughout the weekend. Second game, like I said, Chiefs, Texans. I mean, what can you say? The Chiefs losing a game at home, it's hard to even say that. I can't even remember the last time they did lose a game at home during the regular season. They were a small favorite at home against the Texans, which is a little weird to me. Makes this look like a little bit of a cheap line. The offensive line has not been playing as well as they're accustomed to. They're not protecting Mahomes. He's running around a little bit more than he would like to in these games to start the season. Their defense, as everybody knows, is suspect. It's average at best. The Texans' offense is scoring 40, 50 points a game at will. Deshaun Watson is a superstar in the making. The Hopkins is one of the best receivers in football. I'm going to go out on a limb, Mike. I actually think that they go back-to-back losses to Chiefs, as crazy as that sounds. At home, I like the Texans plus the 4 in this game. I think they win the game outright as well.
Well, I actually agree with you on that as well, guys. And listen, it's early in the week. It's Thursday. There's still a full day of practice for these teams. Injury reports have not been completed yet.
Right.
They have until Sunday morning to submit
those
those to the league. So information does change every single day. We could see a line move one way or another. But again, agreeing on information early in the week, you want to stay tuned all week because this information could develop into an insider move for Sunday afternoon. So we've got the Giants and the Patriots tonight on Thursday Night Football. That is our Thursday Night Football insider move. And when Mike and I agree, you already know you can cash your ticket. We've been absolutely on fire with the insider moves, as Mike alluded to earlier. The Colts plus the 10 on Sunday night was an outright winner. And then, of course, Monday night, guys, we're going to keep talking about it here. It was the biggest money-making move for the company. Biggest move for me in 15 years in the industry. We had Mike on assignment in Atlantic City just to move money around to get on that game with San Francisco on Monday night. So give us a call for tonight's game and keep watching throughout the week because, again, we agree on this information now. This could be classified as an insider move come Sunday, and if it is, you want to take advantage of it. So, I'm looking at the Texans and the Chiefs. That's game 257, 258 on your rotation. That's 1 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday. And the Chiefs are still 4-1. They're 4-1 against the spread. But surprisingly, they don't cover at home. They're 1-6 against the spread their last 7 at Arrowhead. They had a tough win against Detroit. Again, we know they lost at home last week to Indy. They're still a very good team, but, Mahomes doesn't have the same playmakers that he's had in the past, and I think that's catching up to him a little bit here with the injuries piling up. And, the Texans, let's face it, I just mentioned Russell Wilson. Right now, Deshaun Watson for me is my early season MVP. Talk about Russell Wilson doing everything. Deshaun Watson does everything without an offensive line. He puts up huge numbers. He basically carries the team on his back. They're 2-0 as a dog this year. They're 5-1 on the road since last year. I know it's not saying much, but they just put up over 50 against Atlanta last week, and Atlanta to me is a paper champion. But still, to put up those numbers, it's unbelievable what this offense is doing. And you know what? Let's not, shrug the defense off either.
Decent.
It's very good. It has the tendency to show up in big games. This is obviously a big game for the Texans because the division is jam-packed right now. There's a lot of parity in the division. So, I agree with you here. I like the Texans plus the 4. The total on this game, guys, is 55, so you should expect a high-scoring game. And I think the more points that are scored in this game, the better it works out for the Texans. I think the Chiefs want to try to shut them down. I don't think they're capable of doing it. So for that reason, I do agree there. Texans plus 4. And again, guys, this could develop into an insider move come Sunday. So you do want to stay tuned all week and keep up with the information that's coming in.
Right. We are an information service, so when you check back with us, when you dial the 800 number that's on there, 800-918-3272, speak to a consultant. He's going to take you through it step by step and give you all the most updated and accurate information to make sure that heading into any game, you have the biggest advantage possible, making sure that you're making money. That's what it's all about, guys, is making money. These games are going to be updated throughout the week. Check back with us. We're going to be doing the shows throughout the week as well. Last game that I want to touch on, but one more reminder, guys, and we'll remind you again, do not hesitate. Call the number right now. Thursday night insider lock of the week. Giants, Patriots, 800-918-3272. Play the rest of our week with house money. After this free winner, you get for free. It's a blowout winner. You will get it for free. Sunday, last game that we're going to break down for this show, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 4:05 Eastern Time, Rams 49ers. This is a huge matchup. Super, super important game for both of these teams. Obviously, the 49ers are 4-0. Not a must-win for them or any of these teams for any stretch. But a lot of people are still not sold on the 49ers. Me, for one, I am 100% sold on the defense. They are the real deal, as good as any in football. Joey Bosa is an absolute monster. He's healthy. He's attacking the quarterback. I mean, they were all over Baker Mayfield in that game. Turnovers, forcing fumbles, sacks, everything, you name it. The offense, in my opinion, I am not sold 100% on the Niners offense. They're a little bit of an old school team. They play incredible defense. They run the ball over and over. They play with a fullback who's actually hurt going into this game. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. That news just came out today. That's part of what we'll be doing throughout the week. But you know what? The San Francisco team is definitely real, in my opinion, whereas though the Rams, something going on here. Jared Goff isn't putting up the numbers he's accustomed to, and the biggest concern in my eyes with this team is their defense. They were a shutdown defense. They're giving up tons and tons of points. I just don't understand what's happening with that defense. Maybe it's injuries, or I'm not really sure. Scheme, I don't know what's happening, but they're giving up points that they've never given up before, and Gurley's not 100%. The guy just doesn't seem the same. He's getting the ball inside the 10. He's scoring some touchdowns, but I'm just not sold on this team being ready for a game like this. But I do think the Niners are ready for this game. I'm going to go with the Niners. I think they're going to stay undefeated. I'll take them plus the 3.5, and we'll go into the Monday night game. We're going to be breaking down more games as the week progresses. Mike's going to touch on this Rams 49ers game as well.
Yeah, great analysis on that. And, everything you said is true. We just went with the 49ers Monday night, and we saw what they can do. They did that against a team that right now doesn't have any identity in the Cleveland Browns. And we mentioned liking the Seahawks in that early matchup on Sunday when we broke it down before. But, guys, listen, information changes daily. We're here Thursday through Monday for college and pro football, so you want to stay tuned because, again, this information right now that we agree on could be classified as an insider move come Sunday. It may be a game that we decide we don't want to go anywhere near, and sometimes the best bet is the one you don't make, right?
Exactly.
So tonight, though, is the bet you want to make, the Thursday night football insider move. And, again, you've seen it all season, guys, through 5 weeks now. When we agree on the insider move, cash your ticket. You don't want to miss out on this, and it's the Thursday night insider move, so it's going to set you up for the week ahead. That's the Giants and the Patriots tonight. We agree that there's at least a 10-point mistake on the line, and you're going to get it absolutely free for calling 1-800-918-3272. Now, again, we rolled with the Niners on Monday night. They're 4-0, very impressive. Seattle's right behind them at 4-1. The Rams are at 3-2. But the Niners, they beat Tampa, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and now Cleveland, who are a combined 5-15. That's a .333 winning percentage. Not taking anything away. You have to beat the teams on your schedule. Yep. However, I look at the team that needs this game more, and you alluded to it earlier. Everyone's talking about what's wrong with the Rams. What's wrong with the Rams? Well, they should have beat Seattle last week. Greg Zuerlein will not miss another 40-yard field goal for the rest of the year. I can guarantee you that. So, if they were 4-1 right now, nobody would be talking about the struggles. They're still 4-1 against the spread. So if you are taking the Rams each week, you're making money. That's game 265, 266 in your rotation. That's a late game Eastern time, being that it's on the West Coast. But, the Rams last year, 2-0 against the spread versus San Francisco. I know they're a different team with Garoppolo. But what's the Niners' identity? It's running the ball, right? Matt Breida and Tevin Coleman, coming off injury, ran all over Cleveland, and then it sets up the pass for Garoppolo. I don't see that Rams defense allowing that to happen. I think they're going to try to make San Francisco more one-dimensional. And let's face it, even at 3-2, they're by far and away the best team that the Niners have seen all year. And it's a division matchup. So, for those reasons, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to take the Rams minus the 3.5 points. And, again, guys, all of this information, it's very early in the week. There's still another day of practice for these teams. Once injury reports come out, there will be expected line moves on all these matchups. There always are 72 hours before kickoff. So the first thing you want to do is call 1-800-918-3272 because we do agree on the insider move tonight with the Giants and the Patriots. You want to cash your ticket with that game. It's absolutely free, like all of our insider moves are. You're going to get that game absolutely free for calling. And again, stay tuned during the week for the college and pro videos here because, come Sunday, even a game we agree on, maybe the line moves a point or two in another direction, we may be off of it. It may be even stronger than we think it is now. And that's why it's important to stay up to date with this information because the more up-to-date information you get, the better off you're going to be on game day. So for that, again, Mike, I do disagree with that one. We agree on Seattle and Houston, but I think I'm going to take the Rams right now at home minus the 3.5.
Okay. Going to be an interesting week, guys. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Try us out. 800-918-3272. Put everything that we're offering you into play for yourself, and I promise you, you'll have the most profitable week you've had the entire season. That puts you in a position to work with us long term. Continue to follow us every week, college and pro football. Some big matchups coming up this week in college football that Mike and I will be back talking about. Until then, I look forward to seeing you again. Mike, look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, it's already week 6 in the NFL. I mean, we're into the second week of October now. If you haven't been making money, the time is right now. And all it takes is picking up the phone and dialing because you're going to get the insider move tonight between the Giants and Patriots absolutely free. 1-800-918-3272. Stay with us here throughout the week to get the most updated information in college and pro football. And if you're looking for a winning weekend, we're the guys that are going to do it for you. 1-800-918-3272. Absolutely free tonight. The Thursday night insider move. And once again, when Mike and I agree on this information, cash your ticket. Get in the know. Bet like a pro. Go to wagerpro.com and give us a call. Let's win tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow.